Hey, hi guys. How's everybody doing? Good. Anybody feeling the pressure, the stress? Don't be stressed, huh? We are all here together. Like I always mention in all our classes that we're feeling free. Who's that? Okay, I'm looking at your chat. Professor, can you change your name, Professor Joel, to just Joel? You can't rename. I've given the option for you all to rename already. Try. Boys and girls, you can change your name right now, and the time is going to lapse in 15 seconds. After that, you cannot rename yourselves. So please do it quick. 88 tuition kids are the most relaxed. Straight Times reported ahead of the PSLEs. They are well prepared and they have good pep talks and motivational talks by their teachers, Bern, Indra, and Ali. And they don't feel any fear going into next week. They sleep well, they eat well, they rest well, they play well. They are the only 1,000 students in Singapore who are waiting and looking forward to the PSLE compared to the rest of the 39,000 students. I feel excited. Just 5 minutes ago, I ended the P3, P4 class and I told them, you know, they should be prepared for P5, P6, but it's all a game, I said. And they are also doing like, some of them are going to sit for the exam, a proper exam for the first time, because primary 1, primary 2, no exam, primary 3, no mid-year exam, no final year exam, or something like that. And primary 4, they're going to sit for exam. I say it's just a game, right? Where the examiner is giving you a game to play, and he will try to give you traps and tricks. When you play Angry Birds or play Mario Brothers, the same thing. You have an obstacle, you fall over it, game over, life lost, right? Same thing for the paper, right? You make one mistake, instead of A, you put B, minus 1 mark, minus 2 marks. Then, okay, at least you don't die fully, right? You must still get your points. Okay, I'm sure in your exam game, you're going to get like, out of like 56, you're going to get 50 and above. Okay, 6 marks gone. So what, right? You get 50 marks. Objective is don't die. Lose a few lives is okay. Okay. Be alert. Okay, for the traps that your teachers put there, which is the training that we give you. Sleep well, rest well, eat well, and don't feel pressurized. Go in, play the game. The more you play the game, the better prepared and the better you do at the game. Am I right? How many of you agree? Okay, you have played games, computer games, phone games. The more you play the game, the better you become at the game. So what more is a PSLE but a game? Where if you play the game well at home, because of the number of practices, you're going to do the same thing in the exam and you're going to walk out of the exam feeling wonderful. Okay? If you haven't had any practice, then that's when you're going to feel the pressure and the stress, because you do not know what is going to be thrown at you. You have never seen the game before. So those of you who have not had enough practice in your life, you don't do assessment books like your teachers say, you don't do assessment books like your parents ask you to, you always lie down, watch TV, play games, have a phone, then this week is the final week you can practice, okay? The only week that you can practice your game until you become better at the game. If you are a 50-mark scorer in the game, you're going to become a 60-mark scorer by the time next week comes. If you are a 70 scorer, you're going to be an 80 scorer just because this week we practice a little bit harder. Okay, whatever game it may be, Minecraft, Roblox, whatever. Okay, you know the same thing, concept. Play it well, you will play it well every time, everywhere, anywhere. Right? So take PSLE as a 4-day game, and for that, you need to prepare. Okay, that's the best motivation I can give you for today. My pep talk is over. So let's go through a primary 5 mock paper, which is Very important for primary 6 as well, because primary 6 mock paper we did the last time round, primary 5 we didn't do. The questions are the same, taken from the same 88 tuition platform. So all these questions are available on our website anyway, if you find them, okay? So don't worry if you haven't had any practice, we will do it live here. All right. If you're ready, please look at the first question. Okay, we're going to start with the very first question. I will give you some time to write down the answer on the piece of paper or in your head. And then when I launch the poll, we answer as a class. Okay, we answer as a class and we find out where we stand. Now, in primary 3, primary 4, earlier class, I actually saw answers going from A to D. All of them answer all over the shop. That's okay, because they are still have not practiced the game well. But you guys are the game experts. So I expect you to pinpoint straight to the answer without making any mistakes. So today's objective is to, as a class, all of us, I think 25 of us here, okay, the 28 is some of them are like teachers and some of them are administrators. So we forget about the 3 people who are administrators. 25 people in the class. My objective is I'm going to play a game with you guys, okay? Every time I launch a poll, we're going to ensure that all 25 of us answer the same answer. That means I want, when the results are shared, everybody answer A. Nobody answer B, C, or D. How is that? Cool game? So if anybody answers C, then that person is making our whole class fail because we didn't achieve the target. I'm going to go through question after question after question until I go to a question where the whole class, at least 25 of you, okay, let's make it 20 to 25, okay, depending on how many are students here. All 20 to 25 must get one same answer. Okay, so that means I must cross the barrier of 20. 20 people must get all the same answer. That is my target. See how many questions we can do that. Okay, which means that the pressure and onus is on you to not play a fool and pick the wrong answer, because then you will bring the whole class down because we cannot achieve our target. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so Sally was walking along the bank of a river, observed some plants growing in a particular pattern. Okay, we got plant X, Y, and Z given by 3 different symbols: circle, star, and triangle. She made a diagram of observations as shown. Okay, she observed them growing, or some of them growing near the bank, some of them growing deep into the river, nothing in the river. Can you see? They are not water plants. They are not growing in the river. They're growing in the bank. But some of them are growing very near to the river. That means they need to be growing near the water source. Some can afford to stay away from the river, and some in the middle. Okay, now what's the question? Which of the following best represents the method of seed dispersal of the 3 plants? Okay, so let's make sure all the answers are on the, you can see, now I can see, yeah, okay, you can see, right? Okay, so I will go take the answer and write it down on a piece of paper or in your head first before I launch the poll. Then the poll will be alive for like 15 seconds for all of us to put in our answers. Then I end the poll quickly and we share the answers quickly and we move on so that we can do many, many, many questions today. Clear? Don't type into the chat the answer, but type into the poll, which I will launch very soon as you have an answer ready for me. So it's like a fastest finger, right? You all played this in the maths lessons with teacher Bern. Always got fastest finger for math. Now science also we're going to have. As we move through today's class, we're going to do faster and faster. You can't see the share screen. I haven't shared. Let me see. Which share screen are you talking about? This one. Right, fine. That's fine. Okay, so now we do the questions. You heard me, right? You heard me. Now we do the question. Okay, so based on the diagram, yeah, I'll give you all more time. Based on the diagram, which plant has a wind dispersion method, animal dispersal method, and splitting dispersal method in terms of the seeds. This is in the chapter of plant reproduction. They are growing in different places. Okay. Okay, let's give you all an option of answering. Remember, the target is for more than 20 people to get the right answer. 20 people have already answered and I have not reached the target. Five more seconds. Done. Okay, see. Now, we have students in this classroom today live, okay, that don't know the answer to this question. So it's a bit sad, right? Because these students have to do a little bit more practice. So I don't know your name. This is an anonymous participation. It's not like your teacher knows who answered A, who answered B, and going to mark you wrong, ask you to do correction, and then going to scold you. I can't scold you because I don't know who answered A, B, or C. Okay, those who have answered A, B, or C, you have a little bit of work to do. Okay, just take note. Okay, just take note that you need to be more careful. Next week, you're going to lose marks. You're going to lose marks 2 by 2 by 2. You're going to drop every question wrong. 2 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop. 6 marks gone. 10 marks gone. Pa, 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 pa. Game lost, game over. You don't want that, right? This is only the first question and you got it wrong. So please practice a little bit more. Okay, I'm not going to go through it really entirely unless you really think I need to, because I can see based on the poll whether I need to go through or not. But here, how many people got it right? 18. Okay, not enough. What's our objective? 20. Okay, so let's keep moving. Like I said, if any of these questions today need to be explained, then that's on an individual basis. Like I said also, my phone lines are open for this week. Just screenshot this question, send it to me and say, I don't understand. But I don't believe you don't understand, because all you need is for you to sit down and reflect for about 5 minutes and you will know why D is the answer. You understand? So you don't need the teacher to explain unless you sat down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you still don't know why D is the answer, then we talk about it. Okay. So let's move on. To the next question. We're not going to do all the questions, but some questions. Okay. Okay, let's do this. This question 2, the diagram shows the life cycle of a plant. Seed, young plant, adult, that's it. Now, this is the life cycle of a plant, seed, young, very easy, but do you know the name of A, B, C, D? Do you know the name of A, B, C, D? I mean the X and Y, sorry. I said A, B, C, D. Do you know the name of X and Y, the process? Is it 2 names or is it 1 name? Okay, so I'm going to have to make the page a little bit smaller so that all the information can go in. Sorry about that, right? Just give me some time. But as long as you know what is X and Y, then you're going to get the correct answer. Here you go. Okay, I made it a little bit smaller. Those of you who are on the phone, you probably can see it very well. Those of you on the laptop, please make sure it's on a big screen. Scroll up, scroll down on my sharing and see which is the answer. Okay, we need to figure out, is it A, B, C? Okay, all of you fix your answer. It must be correct with the whole class. Don't give me wrong answers.